अबे पॉडकास्ट कहाँ से आ गया बैंड चो। अबे मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है 2-2 घंटे बैठ के बातें करूँ यार, यहाँ पे काम पड़ा हुआ है बैंड चो।
सुकर चुके हैं नौजवान महंगाई में इस बार टक्कर ले हमारे प्यार पर मांगा है पंछी का
Sorry.
My dog is sitting on top of a cigarette, and I don't know how to get it.
We're professionals. Sorry. Okay, Rizwan, you have to do the intro again, but like you enjoyed.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to TPR Pod, episode 51. और मेरा नाम है रिजवान, मैं एक नया मेंबर हूँ, आप मुझे पहली दफा देख रहे हैं.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time I'm doing the
Should I
intro.
make the joke again?
So, are you going to wear a new hoodie for every episode?
Bro, I'll have to buy more hoodies then.
So you guys have had like 51 episodes?
Yeah, bro. 51.
Not video episode.
Not counting the Game of Thrones recaps, which is 51 episodes plus season 7 and season 8 episode-wise.
Holy shit. Not
Yeah, bro.
pretty.
We put a lot of effort in and make no money.
Like money.
Oh, that's like me.
Yeah. And okay, yeah, so I don't know if people can see her, but Swineryy is also with us. This is the Swineryy recap episode. Yeah.
Hey, we can like copy paste later like a picture, right? Of my.
Maybe actually, yeah. That'll be even more ghatiya ghetto type.
That's what I was.
Gandhi si
Oh.
tasveer lagi hai.
I thought that's what we were doing initially because I didn't even understand that.
No, we'll do a FaceTime thing when we know how to use Mac products, but we don't. And I just wanted to get a quick recap. Rizwan, why did you shave?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, why? I want to know why does this even happen? Why don't you just let it fucking go? Not just you, but like
So, like the
people
dadi was pretty big at this point, or I'm really busy in the wedding season right now, और मुझे time नहीं मिल रहा था उसको trim करने का, or to get a haircut or anything. So I was like, bro, sab उड़ा दो. Like, let's just when I found the time, it's like, yeah,
just
you know,
clear instruction.
Yeah. So,
New
do
Year.
you know what Rizwan does?
Yes, if he mentioned it in the last.
Why don't you go and listen to the last one?
I'm gonna guess. I'm guessing software development.
Yes. He
Really?
just said that he's busy with the wedding season, so that's a hint for you.
She wasn't.
He just gets
Yeah.
married a lot.
He gets married.
I'm a
He's a
wedding
dula for
singer.
hire.
He's a wedding. Lahore has wedding singers.
I'm a wedding
right?
singer. Yeah.
I went to a wedding in Lahore. I went to
I'm
a
a
wedding
wedding
in Lahore.
singer. Yeah.
And I was singing, and I was like,
Is
"Whoa."
there
What do
a
you mean wedding
Gag
singer?
यार song गा के सुना यार.
Right?
Yeah, wedding singer ये करता है कि जब stage पे दूल्हा दुल्हन होते हैं ना, so the singer either picks the doula first or the dulhan, and then they sing about the doula and the dulhan, bari bari. So there is one very famous wedding singer in Lahore, और उनका नाम है पाकिस्तान की al-mashhur Madam Robina.
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
don't know
and
if all of this is made up or you're just.
No, it's not. It's
it's
not made up.
Lahore. It could also be fake.
It's
No
Lahore.
one knows what is real.
So what happens is कि stage के आगे फिर this generally happens at Mehndi events. So they'll have a chair in front of the stage और वो दूल्हे को बुलाते हैं, दूल्हे राजा इधर आ जाएं, and you know, and दूल्हे को बिठा के, and then they sing for the doula, and they're like weird suggestive गाने.
Damn, man, I thought I had
Yeah.
a unique job, but that's
Yeah.
pretty-
Yeah, that's what they do. And
Do they dance also? Because the shadi I went to in Lahore, there was a wedding singer. He sang, वगैरह वगैरह, and then he did like he was also a dancer.
Okay,
So
moonwalk.
Yeah, he did like a lot of like
wedding singer dance.
no, like the singing and the dancing was separate. Saying up,
Yeah.
seeing khatam ho gayi, now it's time for me to dance, and everyone's like just watching, and now this motherfucker is dancing, and we're like,
Yeah.
alright, okay.
there are dancing troops that people are hiring for weddings. इस season में मैंने देखे हैं, like so unknown people dancing at your wedding, which is
That's nuts, bro. Like that's just insane.
Is it like
Like,
entertainment for?
why?
Yeah, it's like the dances are fit
Why
in
don't you
between.
just take everyone out? Why don't they just take everyone out for a fucking movie then? Like, you know what I mean? It's like
ये लो Frozen 2 देखो.
मतलब random लोग dance कर रहे हैं तो you just might as well just fucking be on a fucking TV
Yeah.
screen, right?
I don't
People
get
in
it.
India do this, right? Super rich people, they get like Shah Rukh Khan to come over and like perform at someone's wedding.
Yeah.
Okay,
ये भी ऐसा
I
ही
don't know
है.
why you said super rich. I don't know why you the fuck you said
Shah Rukh
super
Khan.
rich.
Oh, Shah Rukh
No,
Khan, he
but
charges by the fucking minute. Yeah.
I mean, rich is also a good segue because we're also speaking to a super rich person.
Oh yeah. America वगैरह.
people call Shah Rukh Khan to their weddings, but I was once invited to a wedding where Shah Rukh Khan was supposed to be there.
You see? You see?
And I'm not. That's the point. I'm
That
not.
is the point. I think
So
that's
like,
the point.
hey, poor people can also go to the same wedding.
No, rich people don't know poor people. That's not how you get rich. Where was this? Tell us everything.
Oh, this was, by the way, I have a really bad like sense of everything, right? So like directions, years, time in general, like I have no fucking idea. So this was, I think, I should say 6 years ago, but it could have been like 10 years ago. Who knows?
Sure, he was alive
it was just-
both those times.
He's still alive, so
Yeah.
he was there. And then
He
I
refuses to
remember
die.
and everyone was going nuts, and apparently I think he brought, I don't know if this I just made up or if it's a real thing, but I think he brought like shawls for everyone.
Was this in Pakistan?
Wow.
No, it was in the UAE.
Can't
your
be in
hometown.
Pakistan. The UAE.
All of UAE. Yeah, why would it be in Pakistan? It would be
I don't
people
know.
go nuts.
Has Shah Rukh Khan come to Pakistan ever?
Nay.
Okay.
No, but apparently he has family here or something.
Didn't he come in Veer Zara?
No, yeah.
Like it.
The documentary Veer Zara. I remember there was a thing where there was some sort of fundraiser for the PTI, and obviously Imran Khan was there, and Amir Khan was there, and Amir Khan said that he would visit Pakistan when Imran Khan becomes prime minister, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So I guess
He didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sab
he
jhoot
did.
hai.
There's so many people, dude, who say that we're gonna visit Pakistan. Like all my white friends, they always say that shit. It's never
Whites
gonna
आ रहे हैं
happen.
आजकल. Whites आजकल आ रहे हैं वैसे.
Yeah, whites
So
खाली
आ रहे हैं तो
शादियां
agenda के
attend
साथ
करने.
Yeah, what's the agenda?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
वो vlogs बनाने आ रहे हैं.
Oh yeah. That's true.
नहीं और वो शादियां attend करने आ रहे हैं, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know this girl who is married to this
When you
white
said
guy.
strangers dance at the wedding, did you mean just white people who were here?
Oh, you had a wedding where there were white people, Rizwan.
Yeah, we had multiple weddings this season where there were white people. Oh, Swineryy, I'm actually a wedding photographer, so let's just clear that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him
I
and
was
his
just gonna
wife,
say, like,
Parvasha.
oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wedding
Follow their page.
photographer.
कल फिर याद दिलाना देना इसको भूल जाएगी.
Yeah, by the way, I need to do it. I need I don't have a lighter. I don't have a lighter.
Pass kar do Rizwan.
I'm just looking at. I swear to God. By the way, it's crazy that I have the same lighter that I threw out like 2 days ago. This
Holy
this
shit.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson wala?
But
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, and I think there's only 2 of these in the whole world or something.
That makes sense.
Not
That makes sense.
I just-
Achha, so the purpose of bringing you on is because we can leech off your incredible fame, which is
I knew it.
Yeah, it's all for the clout. Oh shit, we have sudden motherfucker. So what we did was, I thought it had been a while since we spoke to Swineryy. As per Skype, it's been 6 months. And then I thought, we'd have her on again and we'd do like a serious, hard-hitting, behind the scenes type situation where, she tells us about all the difficulties of being insta famous, and she's doing drugs, and there's people outside her house, and
Oh,
she had bad investments, like she bought a boat but Karachi mein, that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm hoping to get. And also what we did was we asked on our Instagram, we asked people to send in questions, and a shocking, well, not that many, but it was just 3 hours ago, and I think like 14 questions have shown up.
That's a
So
lot, bro. That's probably the most we've gotten whenever
it's
we've
fucking,
asked.
yeah, fucking too many. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So first we'll
All right,
just
then
start.
let's do a rapid fire round. Let's do a rapid fire like Karan, John,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Coffee.
Acha, I don't know any
Except
other.
these questions are probably not like rapid fire. They're probably like serious questions.
Yeah, they're
How can we
like
do a
not
rapid
very
fire?
serious. Khair. But we'll just ask you how have you been these past 6 months, bro? Kya scene hai?
I'm good.
That's a
Okay,
great
next
answer.
question.
I just I said this was rapid fire. No, like
Keep going, keep going.
I'm okay. Like it's I know like I disappeared for a bit,
Yeah,
and
why?
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like nobody used to notice that. Initially, I wasn't really, or I never really had like a schedule where I was like, okay, yeah, once a week I'm gonna post. Like it was never like that. It was either like 4 videos in one night and then silence for like the next 2 weeks, or just
Yeah.
it was always like that. And then but I think in the middle where I was when I was posting a lot, I think people just got kind of used to that, or and then um so I feel like when I don't post, it's like I've disappeared, but it's not really like that. I'm still doing the same thing where I'll make a video where when I really feel like it.
Mm.
And yeah, this past year has actually been like really tough in a lot of ways. So I feel like all of that. I mean, everyone's 2019 was kind of shit, right? Not shit, but like
Yeah.
tough, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's just also the same thing with me. It's just kind of like
I mean,
also I don't want to
Sahil
post as
Sahil
long
went
as
to Iceland in 2019, so that's pretty good for him, I'd say. But yeah,
thanks.
also, yeah, he
Thanks,
went to
man.
Iceland. He lives there now, and the UAE and Iceland both. But yeah, you were saying,
In Iceland, you really lucked out in the fucking like places that you live in.
yeah, he doesn't. Well, okay.
What you
Yeah.
say? I didn't hear it clearly.
Acha, so then what happened? Why'd you stop? You just got bored, or just that's just the way it is?
Bored at all. I didn't get bored. It was like I was having not a rough time, just like kind of just like a like a rough time. And it was just I basically didn't want to push, like I didn't want to make anything that I didn't like,
Right.
right? I don't want to put anything that I feel is like mediocre or whatever in my eyes. And then I also feel like I'm always like not scared, but I'm always thinking about, okay, what if there's like a sponsored thing, right? And I know that that's the kind of shit that I will have to make no matter what. Like there will be a deadline, and not every brand is very
Yeah.
understanding. So like, while I don't have to live that life, let me just do this like as I want. Like
Mm.
it's not a. I have the luxury of just like doing whatever the fuck I want, kind of. So it's like I'm not gonna push it. There was a weird point. It sounds really weird. I was telling my brother the other day, and he was like, he made some sarcastic comment about it because he was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" So there was a point where I wasn't posting I didn't post for a while, right? And I don't know if you know. So if on the top of the page it says how many views, how many people have visited your page in the last 7 days, right?
Yeah.
So um, so I think like I think after Feb to like the summers, it never went down. And it was always that like 200,000 something or 100,000 something, right? And then I got addicted when I stopped posting. I got addicted to watching it go like lower. I was so weird. So I was waiting for the day where it hit like 5,000 because I was just like I wanted to go really low and then come back up. It's just a weird fucking thing that I'm saying right now, but it's just like it was weird. Like I just wanted. I don't know why that's relevant to this entire thing. Point
Yeah.
is
Mm.
that I just didn't post for a while. It was
Nice.
fascinating.
We've
back,
all
yeah.
been in the situation where it's like 200,000 people visiting our page, and we understand where you're coming from. Kyun Sarkhe?
That was not
I
like
don't
to
want. I
kind
want
that
to
was
talk
not
about
like it wasn't like a humble brag or anything. I was telling you honestly.
Yeah. It wasn't humble at
Yeah.
all. So then, are you doing more sponsored shit then, or is that like a thing? You said that it's like somewhere you're going to end up. So is that happening?
It's not some that I end up doing that. Like I know I won't do it in the way that like I know I won't do it. Like even if I'm working with a brand, I hope I don't ever make just like random shit that's not funny
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, for example, I only meant in terms of not content but deadlines. Like the only brand that I worked with, the one in the fuckboy video, the Muslim shower company, they were
Mm.
super understanding of like I didn't want to do, I said yes to them and then I didn't do it for straight up like 2 months, right? So then so they were just like super understanding, and I know that's like a fucking rare thing. Like any other brand would be like, oh hello, it's Monday, even though we won't pay you, where the fuck is the video, right? So it's like I knew that there would be deadlines in those situations, which so I just felt like I don't have deadlines for myself right now, and I feel kind of good about that,
Mm.
which is why I wasn't posting. I was like, sometimes you wake up and you're just like I woke up the other day and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make the Blue Molly Saab say that, right? And
Mm.
then if that's not happening on a certain day, I'm just not gonna open the fucking app and do it, But
Yeah.
also I feel like that's also kind of stupid, because if you don't open the app for like 3 months, you're gonna forget about
Right.
the
Right.
entire thing, right? So you need to kind of check yourself and be like, do it, because a lot of times I won't wake up and be thinking about some shit. I can open the app and then see Blue Bonnie's face and then make something, So I need
Yeah.
to create some kind of balance.
I really enjoyed that sentence though, that the fuckboy and the Muslim shower sponsorship. I was like, that's not something a normal conversation ends up going towards. But okay, how's the response been since you've returned Bunny Rabbit Years?
I think it's pretty good. Like,
Like, did people notice that
because
you were gone?
yeah, I got a lot of messages.
Malala वगैरह.
That's super nice.
Did you meet Malala?
Not yet, but that's only by the way, guess why I haven't?
Why?
Because actually, I don't know. I don't think this should be a part of the
Okay, fine.
podcast.
You don't have to tell
I
us.
don't, because
Yeah.
no,
You
no.
hate
As in, I
Malala.
can
That's
tell
why.
you. No, I can tell you guys, but I don't know if it should be out there, because I don't know.
Okay. We're going to cut. What is it? Nothing. And
Man, sometimes
Khil, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you watch Star Wars?
no. So that's that.
Have you seen any TV shows recently?
Oh, so basically, I've never watched. Well, I have watched Star Wars, but I'm so like I don't know where to. Like usually, I'm good at pretending, but like literally, I don't know where to pretend that I give a shit about Star Wars. What should I use to like pretend I give a fuck? So when everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we're watching Star Wars and shit," and I was just like
Oh no.
2019, like fuck off with the Star Wars. Even though, okay, so I don't know what the fuck. I don't know anything about Yoda, but that fucking baby Yoda, I'm really interested in him. If they
That's a
make like
serious.
a cartoon version on like fucking um like Disney should make like a Baby Yoda series or some shit, and then
There
so
is a Baby Yoda series.
There is?
I mean, The Mandalorian is pretty much Baby Yoda, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but it's not like a cartoon, right? I think what you
Oh,
meant
it's-
is
also
like,
somebody told me that the Baby Yoda is not actually Yoda; it's just a green thing.
yeah, it's
yeah,
just
it's the
same
same.
species.
Yeah, species.
So why
I
is
mean, not
everyone calling it a Baby Yoda?
because he has no name and no one knows what the, like in Star Wars they never like Yoda was just the only that type of alien
Okay.
that showed up and no one knows a name for the race. Not to get too technical, but yeah, so this is like there was a Yoda and now this one's a baby, so bas take a baby Yoda.
Also, he's like 50 years old. It's not actually a baby.
Yeah, I mean, not to get too technical again.
Yeah.
We're not, you know.
I
not like-
knew it was too good to be
We're
true,
not like Star
man.
Wars nerds or something, We
Yeah.
just like
We didn't have
This
like a
is the
whole
thing with
episode.
Star Wars. It just never. It's always better in my fucking imagination than it is in actual Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
just
like
kidding.
we had a whole episode about it or anything. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
Man, I always do this because I think in the last podcast, in the other podcast, with the Naked Tires one, I think I shat all over Star Wars as well. That's a really
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
expression. I say. I don't know why the fuck
It's
I said
fine.
that, but
Swineryy hates Star Wars. I think that's an official position.
Yeah.
I think after the last movie, everyone hates Star Wars.
Oh yeah, the last movie didn't do very well. But also the Baby
Yay!
Yoda situation.
It's gonna end in 2019. Star
It's
Wars.
done.
That's perfect.
It's finished.
Khatam ho gaya.
Now I can just live my fucking life.
No, but there's a series. The series is ongoing, and that has Baby Yoda in it. That's a 2020 thing. You can
I
watch the
just know this
series.
that I saw on Instagram that Baby Yoda gets punched in the face.
Oh yeah,
I saw it.
Bill Burr.
And that's
Twice.
fun to watch Star Wars. I saw that and I was like, oh, maybe I do want to watch Star Wars, man.
Yeah, Bill Burr is in it.
What?
Yeah, he's in it. Like he's in for one episode, but he's there for like the whole episode, and he's fully Bill Burr. So like in Star Wars, there's a Boston or something because he has like a Boston kind of name, or he's just Bill Burr in Star Wars. You can watch it.
I think you're saying this so that I watch all of
No,
fucking Star
for
Wars.
real. No, for real,
Like,
that is
it's not
true.
gonna be-
He's just fucking Bill Burr in that episode, and he's like making quips and
See,
shit.
and something, and also just like this is happening so much. Okay, like Bill Burr is in fucking Star Wars, if this is true. Chris D'Elia is in fucking that show called You,
Yes.
and then also, oh fuck, what was the third example that I had right now? It was really good. What was the third?
I mean,
example?
it'll come to you. Did you see Joker, by the way?
No, that I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that because I didn't watch it, and I heard some things about it that made me really want to watch it. And
Okay.
then I got scared because I heard about this scene where I heard that he tries stand-up comedy, and then there's a scene where he kind of performs. And honestly, I feel like I would low-key just fucking die if I had to watch that. And then yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Also, everyone says that it's super, like, I just feel like I need to be prepared for it because it's like super dark and shit, right?
It is
What about-
dark.
Yeah.
Like the story of Joker is that this guy is mentally unwell, but like he just wants to be liked by people and he wants to be a stand-up. And uski bad tragic backstory है वो. And then just things keep getting worse and worse, and then one day he just snaps and he just becomes this crazy person. But in the stand-up scene, in that he goes to the stand-up club because he's like I want to be a comedian. And usme there's Gary Gulman and Sam Morril, and they're just doing like jokes from regular sets that you could watch in
Yeah,
Comedy
yeah.
Central. That's very weird. Sam Morril to bilkul like no pretending that he's a character in a movie. He
But-
just does a set. Yep.
But so when he does his bits, like he's just not funny, or the crowd sucks. Like what?
Yeah, it's weird. Do you want to know? Like, if you're afraid that it's going to be like a long, बहुत ही awkward
I'm
situation.
afraid that I'll wake up and I'll be like the Joker.
No. You'll turn into like a incel kind of boy.
But not that I'm like
You're
I would
great.
probably suck as like
Yeah, you're a great stand-up comic, right? We all know that.
no, I mean I don't know. I don't even think I can be like called a stand-up comic anymore. Like the last time I performed was like a year ago.
Expire हो गया. Membership expire हो गई stand-up comedy की.
Um,
Oh, by the way, do you know it was Jason Sudeikis who punched Baby Yoda?
Was Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Isn't this in the movie?
Yeah, he was in that episode.
he was like in
He was a
costume.
stormtrooper. Yeah, he was in costume. He's the guy who punched Baby Yoda. He's the actor. Fucking hell.
Taika Waititi is also in that
Directed.
series, by the way.
He is the other stormtrooper, I think.
No, Taika's the robot. He's IG-11.
Oh yeah, he's actually 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
We directed that episode.
I think you can watch it, Swineryy.
Yeah.
You can watch The Mandalorian. Also, it's a series, so you can watch it from home. You don't even have to
The
go anywhere.
Mandalorian?
The
Yeah.
Mandalorian. Yeah, it's a Star Wars series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I'll make a
everyone,
note of that.
yeah, everyone in the series doesn't know anything about Star Wars either. So that's great. Um, Rizwan, how are you?
Good.
Rizwan is like either not into Star Wars at all or just not into this conversation right now.
And or both.
Hey, I
He's
have
missing his
watched
beard, I guess.
वो भी. I've watched a fair amount of Star Wars, like शुरू वाली 6 movies, but yeah, not the recent
This
ones.
is an insane sentence. You guys realize this in
What?
Shuru ki 6 movies. Like Shuru ki 6 movies.
But there's like 20
Like
something Avengers movies.
And like 40
Yeah.
Fast and Furious
fuck
movies.
Avengers, bro.
Yeah, there's like at least
15.
eight, nine,
10.
nine
They're
Fast
definitely
and
10.
Furious movies.
10.
There's 10?
They're
That's a good
It's
man.
defeating. It defeats the purpose of a fucking movie.
So
You can't
your
have 8
hard,
movies of the same movie. Just make it a series then and call them
your
episodes.
your hardline position is that movies should be one movie long.
Yeah.
It should be movie,
If
not
you want me
movies.
to go watch a movie, yeah, it should be. Look, if you want me to go watch a movie, just know I'm not gonna be doing it 8 days in a row, dude. Like I'm just gonna go one time for 1 hour and then I'll get the fuck out of there.
Or is uncomfortable for 1 hour? Movies aren't 1 hour long though.
I'll still leave in an hour. It is for me.
एक घंटे में पूरी, I get the idea.
I'll be
It's
like,
fun.
wrap this shit up.
That's
So-
okay.
I'm
बहुत
kidding.
दफा मैंने जब 3-4 दफा मैंने जब trailers मिस किए सिनेमा में, I walked out. So
Yeah, Rizwan walks out of movies
Yeah,
when he hasn't
that's
seen
okay.
ads for other movies. So
Also, he likes to watch the post-credit scenes and then watch the movie.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's how-
somebody needs to lay down the laws for movies, man. Like everyone's just doing whatever the fuck they want,
there's too much freedom.
and that's why nobody's on.
Yeah. That's
So much
such
freedom in
a
this
that's a great position.
Yeah,
Just
I
start
can't
2020.
I can't get comfortable.
Rizwan, this is like the 3rd episode, 4th episode. अब क्यों मसला हो रहा है?
आज
पहले
ज्यादा
अंधेरे में
थक
था ना, no one
थक
could see anything.
Oh yeah, it's
आज
too light.
आज मैं बहुत थक गई हूँ.
Oh, no wait.
Naveed.
Great segue into the questions. So let's do the questions for a bit and then we'll
Yeah.
come back to it. So we put out a thing on our Instagram stories, which Swineryy also shared to her thing. The thing was that we're going to do a podcast, and if you have questions, just get in touch. So a whole bunch of people did get in touch, and I'll just ask the question and you answer them. That's how questions work.
Sure.
The first person is, I don't know if they want their name, but fuck it. Ramin. Her name is Ramin. She's a girl. Will she ever reveal her beautiful face? And if not, why? So
Okay.
if you say yes or no, both of them mean you think that you're very good looking, because she said it's a beautiful face. And yeah, so that's something to deal with.
Is her name is Ramin? How do you know she's a girl?
Because she has a picture of a girl.
Oh. I don't know, man. There's been opportunities that have come up that would require me, that are really cool things, that would require me to kind of reveal my face, unless we figure out some anonymity thing. But I just feel like it's not even so much about. Well, it is about I always wanted it to be anonymous, and I always wanted it to be about the characters and not just me dressing up as someone, but like actually a cartoon type character. And I feel like my face, I just feel like it might, there's one thing which it might ruin the whole appeal of it, but also safety is a big thing for me, like just because I wish it wasn't like that, but it's people want a lot of, how should I explain this, like like it's very real when you do get messages that are like kind of like death threaty. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
it's and it's not so much even about me. It's like, you know, people are crazy, man. I mean, it'll be too much to just risk, I think, with
Especially living in
face.
Pakistan, I don't think it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if I didn't
Live
live in
here.
Pakistan, then
Mhm.
maybe.
You
Yeah.
should work
But
on
then
that
even then,
visa.
okay, so I feel like I feel like if I didn't live here, I could do a face reveal, but then would it ruin the whole thing? Not the whole thing, but like just ruin the, you know,
Yeah,
anonymous.
I think a big part of why people find it so easy to get attached to your thing is because like that's all there is to see, right? It's just the
Yeah.
characters. So that does make
And
sense.
also I feel like there would be a lot more things to deal with. For example, right now, people can either just hate my content or just really like it or not feel anything about it. But I feel
Mm.
like if my face was there, I'd have to deal with a lot of like
Yeah.
criticism that I don't really that is I mean it's
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking useless, you know what I mean, unnecessary. So I just feel like why do that to myself at this point when I'm not making content with my face in it? Why do a face review? Maybe if I'm doing sketches or like some shit like that, I can, you know, it makes sense. But otherwise, just putting up a fucking selfie would, I mean, ruin everything, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Second question, very presumptuous by Ameya. This guy's a guy. When does she plan to do a show in India? Not if. Does she? When? When are you doing this?
Um, I mean, a show. I'm guessing he means like a Swineryy show,
Is
like a
that a thing? What
Swineryy
does that
stand-up.
mean?
Where you
A lot
wear
of
masks and perform.
yeah, and
Like a theater thing.
literally, people want me to do it in a mask, but I feel like it would never translate
Yeah.
because the mask won't have expressions and shit, right?
So
But like the thing is,
in a mask. I thought people want you to do it in a mosque.
That too.
that
That too.
would
That would be so cool.
Brother has a
Yeah.
question.
that would be but I would really have to be anonymous as well.
Yeah.
I
Have
cannot do
no
my face
face.
reveal at a fucking a mosque.
Bro, just wear a smog wala mask and so yeah. हाँ, वो पहन के इस वीडियो कॉल भी हो सकती थी यार.
I hope Rizwan falls asleep.
That's it. His eyes are closed, so he's like halfway there.
Yeah, bro. अच्छा इसके बाद someone's asking why I'm haram. Okay, ignore. I
Fuck
have
that.
Shayan. No, he doesn't. Okay, Hassan.
Minaj.
Yeah. Hassan Minaj is asking.
Oh yeah, bro.
Dude, by the way, guys, I know you can't see me, but I do like a really good impression of Hassan Minaj, but it's obviously it's a silent impression, so you can't really. I don't know. I guess it's not relevant at all. What?
Do you have a baklava at home? One of
A
the ski
what?
masks. One of the ski masks.
Oh yeah, I do have like Oh no,
If you wore those with sunglasses, that would like properly cover
Are we
your.
back? Are we
Hello?
back?
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Ali was gone.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It cut out for me when she said, "I know you can't see me." But something.
Yeah, she was saying she can do a very good impression of Hassan
Hassan
Minaj.
Oh, so with the hands and everything.
it's silent.
Yeah.
Oh, it's silent.
Yeah, you kind of. It's silent, so I don't know how to do it without the video, but I do a really good one, and it's like the hands and also the eyes. I think are a main
Oh,
part
the
of it.
eyes are very intense. Yeah.
The eyes,
Yeah.
the hands, and also the steps. It's like a dance, you know. Like the steps are very important.
I noticed that he stopped doing this in like recent few episodes, but he'd always end his episode with like this great one-liner kind of line that brought the whole episode together, and then he just stand and just look at the camera like at the end. क्या बात कर दी भाई मैंने? But I think he stopped doing.
I think maybe that's what. Yeah. Like I always feel like he ends not just. I mean the show, but like every statement or question with this like expectation, and I'm like, if I was in a conversation right now, it would be really weird because I don't have that many like I'm not like expressive, so I would just be staring at him like, okay, like he's just kind of there after saying something, and it's like, oh, you want my reaction, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he always stops and he's just like looking
He
into your.
wants. Why does he want that? It's just so weird.
Someone
Just
should
say
do a sketch where like Hassan Minaj is just talking to them and like, what do you want? What do you want from me? I'm here.
At the end of it, also there's the whole wide-eyed like, can you believe me like face, I think, yeah, look at that experienced person. I don't know.
Did you see Ronnie Chang's stand up?
Yeah, I
Bro, that
liked
was
it.
great. That was so good.
I liked it.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's so nice.
I've
So
forgotten
nice.
everything about it.
And acha, so Hassan Minaj is asking, does she do stand up?
Yes, I do,
Yeah,
but
we've talked
for
about
like a
that.
year.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's taking a
Like-
break. How many shows did you do before you took a break?
How many stand-up shows?
Yeah, in your life.
Oh, I never counted that. Probably because I didn't want to face how I didn't do many shows, so I just never counted. I'll start counting when I've crossed like 50 or something.
Yeah, I think the answer is 2.
No, it's
One was in
not.
the
I think
US. One was in
but
Chicago.
one was in the US. In the US, I did multiple shows, but in Chicago, like at the big place, I did Wow, it's like you want to talk to someone, but also get really pissed when they have good answers. I'm sorry that I performed.
No, because we're only aware of the one that you told us about in the previous one, right?
No, she did a
That
whole.
was at Zenny's, which is So the one in Chicago is like it's like a really that's like a big like known place. But the other ones were not as like the clubs weren't like it wasn't like Comedy Cellar, but the one in Chicago was like really known, and so that was why it was a big deal. But the others were just like regular type of club things.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Okay, so that's your answer, Hassan. Zurez is a girl, and she's asking, does Diogi have an Insta account?
So Diogi does have an Instagram account, but it's kind of low key, and it's like his Finsta. So it's like Diogi has a Finsta, and some people know about it, but not a lot of people.
Okay, but now everyone who watches this podcast is gonna be like 3 people. They know that there is an account. ठीक है. Now this guy खुद से परेशान is asking, I don't know what he's asking about. Where does she get her stuff from? Stuff.
This is my favorite. Oh, stuff. Okay.
I don't know if he means stuff or if he means stuff, but he's saying stuff.
Now I'm like questioning every time somebody has asked me where do you get your stuff from. I thought they were talking about like my jokes and shit, but I guess
you can answer both since one of them is your favorite.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I different places.
Nice.
Different places.
And what about your stuff?
Do you have a joke dealer?
I don't. Yeah, it's just my own self. I just pull them out of my own ass most of the time.
I like how you were like hesitant. Should I say this? Chalo, theek hai.
I like how you specified my own ass. You could have just said my ass.
Yeah,
it's like you don't want to be
that's
stealing
where my jokes come from.
for someone else's ass. That's not nice. Then someone else asking why.
I would never pull something out of anyone's ass, dude.
Yeah, jokes or
especially jokes, man.
Hey, like what if it's an emergency or something? What if it's your friend? Like
jaldi se meri ass se joke chura lo.
A joke emergency?
Yeah. This room is so dead. We need a joke.
Yeah, what is going on, guys?
मुझे पता नहीं था जोक इतना लंबा होगा.
OS has 2 questions. One question we've answered. why she don't want to show her identity. Second question, and I think you're very qualified to answer this, so we'll give you time. What is feminism?
Oh,
You're joking.
He's
Nobody
asked.
asked
oh
it.
He's
God.
fully
Oh
asked
wow.
this.
I'm so
Ek
awake. I'm
to, I
so
fucking
woke
hate it. Okay.
suddenly.
Away.
हाँ जी बताएं. What
I
is
love
feminism?
it. Okay, but I just feel like there are some questions that you can literally just Google and you don't need the answers from fucking Swineryy.
But
Yeah.
you're his Google. You're speaking for all women right now on this podcast.
Yeah.
What is feminism?
Oh, okay. No pressure.
pressure.
Feminism. It's you can have your own. Oh no, you can't. It's like it just means equality, guys. It means equality for everyone, not both.
Females should be
That's it.
more equal than men, is what you're saying.
No, I feel like females should not be more equal.
Less equal.
Unless no, I feel like okay. I'll tell you. I feel like I'm a bit of a fraud when it comes to feminism, only because
You hate women.
I fucking love women, but I'm a fraud because I want all the good shit that comes with feminism, but also low-key, I'm like, actually,
But
I think we need
but
to
you know,
scratch this
like
and need a whole nuance.
Troll
I
bitches
I
to आने वाली.
think you probably have the good shit and want it because you're super rich, and it
Yeah.
doesn't
Also,
matter.
again,
Yeah.
it all comes back
No,
to
It comes down to that.
super rich.
It
I'm
doesn't matter.
literally not
Yeah.
rich. I'm not
You
rich.
you just told us you hung out with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Rewind,
not.
rewind,
I did not. And what if he was doing some pro bono shit, dude?
Charity में मिला था तुमसे.
Huh? No, but okay. So what? Okay, honestly. Okay, feminism to me is like your natural state. Like when you're fucking born as a fucking baby. Like if two babies are born or three or four or whatever, how you would naturally grow up just knowing you're just a fucking human being, like the other baby. Like that's it. That's what fucking feminism is. You're both fucking babies and you grow up. And who the fuck decided that one baby was like better than the other one? But I genuinely hate babies. So I'm just like, I couldn't give a fuck, you know?
So what we've learned is feminism means women are
This
babies.
is worse. This answer was not.
Women
Okay,
are
I'll just
babies and Swineryy hates
heard-
babies. So Swineryy hates
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think babies. I just don't think. I just, like they're overrated sometimes.
Women are so over it.
Male babies. I'm joking.
Wow. So
Look,
we should kill
we're
babies.
gonna.
Wow.
I mean,
We
it's a
should be
strong,
allowed to.
it's a strong position.
Yeah. It's yeah. That's I'm pro-choice.
Yeah.
Listen, the
The
earth
choice
is
being
fucking
murder.
killing us anyway. Might as well fucking help the nature out.
I hope OS that answers your question.
Listen, no, OS, listen to me, OS. The thing is that feminism just means that two fucking people are equal and you give us all the and it doesn't have to mean like don't come up with that bullshit of like what if I can slap you and then you can like not slap me and then like how come that when I play cricket I'm like better? Does that mean like I'm a better human? And then no, okay, like no. So don't come up with that shit.
Yeah.
Just
OS is gonna say all
understand that
that.
yeah, maybe I just know it because I've had this conversation so many times where somebody says, but like what about the male athletes are way better than the female athletes? Like what does that prove, man? Even if they were like, what does that even mean? Like whatever. Point is, I'm a fraud feminist because I want like the wages to be equal and shit. And then after that I'm like, chalo bas theek hai dude, like paise mil rahe hain.
You still want doors open for you and that kind of stuff.
I think इस एपिसोड के बाद पाकिस्तान में पेट्रियार्की खत्म हो जाएगी उम्मीद है मुझे
Oh, by the way, I'm just totally kidding because obviously Wait, what's the opposite of feminism?
Menism.
So we right now.
Chutiapa.
Pakistan. Misogyny? No,
And
misogyny is not the
yeah,
opposite of feminism. Discrimination?
No,
Or-
just
just an inequality, I guess.
menism.
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 Yeah,
No.
just men.
Opposite of feminism.
Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous how the way this world works. And
According to Quora, if feminism seeks to promote the rights and equality of women and see them equal with men, the opposite of this would be misogyny, which is the disrespect and oppression of women through word and action.
So
Isn't
that's
the
what you want.
opposite- Isn't the opposite of misogyny, Sandry?
can you give this website link to fucking OS so we can ask this website what feminism is instead of me giving a hour long
Please note kare. It's
Yeah.
google.com.
I love that you asked this. Achha, moving on. OS, that solves all your problems in life. Sidi, I don't know what her name is, but Sidi, she's a girl. Are you Illuminati? 4 laughing cry emojis.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How are you both doing this at the same time? Okay, yes, the answer is yes. Ubaid official asking the same question. Why is Swineryy anonymous? We've answered this. Someone with the name something writes BTS in naam mein, so she likes behind the scenes. The best key to self-confidence. What is the best key to self-confidence? बताएं भैया.
Oh, can someone tell me? Because
No. You have the answers, so you're supposed to answer all this.
the
Bro,
best key to self-confidence.
Rizwan has a lot of self-confidence. Rizwan se पूछ रहे थे.
Yeah, Rizwan has excessive self-confidence. Yeah,
I would like to talk about this question actually.
As a wedding singer,
Yeah.
what do you think?
As a wedding singer, like in general, एक तो आपने हिम्मत की है सवाल पूछने की. अच्छा, so like थोड़ा बहुत confidence तो आप में है, like even if it's behind a screen, you know.
Oh my god,
No,
is that what it is behind the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you are. Or yeah, self-confidence. The key to self-confidence is get the fuck out of your house and work. काम कर लो. अच्छा, the amount of people I've seen around me यहाँ पे पाकिस्तान में जो काम करना नहीं चाहते, सब कुछ मुफ्ता चाहिए. यार मैं डर लगता है, मुझे करना है, मुझे नींद आ रही है. Go fuck off. अच्छा, काम करो, self-confidence वगैरह सब कुछ आ जाएगा. अच्छा, fucking work.
Wait, what? I don't understand though, because I think I disagree. Because or unless you're just making up shit, man. I think she meant maybe like in her personal life, she wants to be confident.
नहीं, but then the discussion gets very specific. Like, किस चीज में self-confidence चाहिए? Are you trying to propose to someone? Are you like खाना बनाने के लिए self-confidence चाहिए? Is it for driving? Is it
खाना बनाने के लिए self-confidence चाहिए भी खाना बनाने के लिए
I know people who can't.
चाहिए.
हाँ, देखा? काम करो kitchen में सब आ जाएगा.
I can make things.
5 things that you can make. Name 5 things.
Joints.
वो भी technically पकाना पड़ता है.
पकाती तो वो आपको है.
Horrible joke. But moving on.
I know these are so bad. Listen, you can all put these really bad ones in there, man. Okay. What the fuck? Where do you live? I keep forgetting. Are you in Ireland? Because you're wearing gloves.
Yeah, I'm in Ireland.
I forgot where you live.
Don't. It's not like mandatory to wear gloves in Ireland. But
yeah, I know. It's not like a fucking rule, but I just
by
like
the law, you have to wear gloves.
Those are nice gloves, bro.
Yeah, bro.
किसका कितना खून किया?
Rich people things.
Yeah. This is Euro life, bro. No, but what can you cook?
Okay, I can make really, really, really good Maggi noodles.
Maggi noodles.
Come on.
I said really, really, really good ones.
How are they really good?
Broad.
Do you work at the Maggi factory? Like kya
okay, but I'm joking. I haven't had Maggi noodles in like fucking weeks. No, I'm kidding. Like years. Okay, but the thing is that I can make I can make cakes, dude. I can bake really well.
Okay.
And
Wow, that is nice.
okay, but
Yeah.
and then I've made like stuff like Thai curry. Oh yeah, red Thai curry. But okay, does it count? Okay, I've cooked as much as I've done my stand up. Okay, like I've
You haven't cooked for a year.
So you're on a cooking break.
I haven't cooked.
And you've cooked twice in Chicago.
Yeah. But that was like at a big kitchen.
Yeah.
Baki cooking in America was at smaller, you
Yeah.
know,
I
dhabe.
cook in like a fucking huge ass kitchen. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
That's a very rich people thing. Acha. So I guess we'll move on from the cooking question. And
failed on.
BTS. Oh, we just got another question. We'll come to that too. Best key to self confidence. Acha ji, Swineryy, is there something you want to say? Best key to self confidence apart
Yeah,
from
You can cut my part out.
no, that's the only. That'll
No.
be like the trailer for this. Fucking work.
What if he answers the question and then they think he's Swineryy and they're like, oh, Swineryy did a face reveal and then
आवाज
he
भी
becomes.
मिलती है.
Oh.
अच्छा, what's
Okay,
the
anyway. So the key to confidence. Why am I so prepared to answer this when I have no fucking idea? I think that you have to understand that a lot of things are in your head and that not everyone gives a shit about. For example, if you're somewhere, and for example, sometimes I get like socially just kind of like, anxious when I'm around people, and I feel like, I don't know if that's directly linked to confidence. It's like, you can feel a little bit like unsure of yourself or whatever. And I feel like I have to remind myself that whenever I'm thinking right now about myself or like the situation, other people are not thinking that. They're just kind of doing their own fucking thing and probably thinking about their own stuff. So you just kind of have to just, kind of like keep yourself, like bring yourself back to that. Okay, I'm just in this moment and I don't have to like start thinking about, oh my God, is everyone fucking looking at me? This is me having like it happens to me a lot now because I feel like there was this wedding season and a lot of people knew what, and I felt like people were staring and I had to just constantly be like, okay, just chill the fuck out. There's people have eyes and they're allowed to put them
wherever they want. Great sentence.
This is
Yeah. So I guess what we're trying to say is, most of your fears of what people will think are in your head, and people aren't really thinking that. So I guess that's one step. Moving on. Jahanzev sent 4 questions, and he was very nice. He numbered them 1, 2, 3.
यार ये मतलब कौन फ्री क्यों हो रहा है? हाँ?
Give us money, Jahanzev. What are What are some good places to watch stand-up comedy in Pakistan? I guess he means venues. Are there venues where there's regular stand-up stuff?
in the middle, it was happening really regular. I don't know about other cities, but in Karachi, it was definitely a few months ago. Even there was like a little like boom, or at least maybe I felt that, where there was like a lot of stand-up happening. Like in a week, there would be like maybe 2 shows. That was pretty good for Karachi. And then I feel like it slowed down a little bit now, but there's D-Sellers, there's Mad School, like where else? Like PACC, and what's that place called, man? Thought Spot. These are like the main places, I guess, where they have stand. Yeah, it's not as regular as it should be, I guess, but
is there like a Facebook group which regularly compiles events or something that one could join? Maybe that would be helpful for this guy.
Yeah. There should be, and I also feel like stand-up has become, I don't know. I feel like there should be a difference between mic and like a stand-up show, right? Like I feel like I personally felt like it got a little bit like the line wasn't clear because, like matlab like everyone should be allowed to do stand-up, of course. But what I mean is there's a difference between a person, because people are paying for tickets, right? Like you don't
आ जाते हैं बस मूड आगे में.
Maybe Jahanzev should contact Pakistan's #1 stand-up comedian
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Self-proclaimed genius.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was
Meta humor.
Yeah. उससे पूछ लो. I don't know, man. Janzeb, there's a few venues in Karachi that she mentioned, but it's not super regular. Like I think Facebook should be a good place. You should follow these places and
but
their
hota hai
pages.
काफी regular.
Hmm. Who are her comedic influences, both Desi and non-Desi?
One is DPR.
Swine.
Second.
Nobody. Yeah. That's where I draw all my inspiration from. But I think stand-up wise, like we mentioned, Bill Burr is a favorite. Louis C.K. not anymore, but there was a point where I truly thought he was like the best thing to happen. And then I love. I'm forgetting. Who had a really good special this year? I think we spoke about it.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, okay. So I love Dave Chappelle, of course. Like he fucking love Dave Chappelle. And I really like the special that he came out with. But one thing, like I really wanted like I really wanted some of that, like really it was a fucking great special, okay? But I think I wanted
Swiner, he bashes Dave Chappelle.
to be no. What I mean is okay, so because even his last special was kind of had a similar
Themes.
tone or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for some of that really silly shit that doesn't make sense, and it's just a joke on its own. It doesn't have any like fucking political or like social
Right.
comedy thing. It's just a silly ass thing. I wanted, and there was some of that, but I felt like maybe I wanted more of that. Because these are things that he's obviously thinking about, and we're obviously also all the time thinking about. So I felt like maybe when I'm watching a special, I wanted to be about like literally nothing sometimes, So, but yeah, Dave Chappelle and who else? I really like Anthony Jeselnik, but I don't know about his last special. And
He says it's the best he's ever done.
really,
Yeah. He says every special he does is the best he's ever done at that point. But then he's also Anthony Jeselnik. Acha,
Yeah.
what about Desi? Do you know any? Do you like any Desi comedians? Which I guess means Indian.
I do. Okay, this sounds really horrible. I don't know if I should say this, but I always forget the names of the Indian ones.
Nice.
On YouTube.
And then
not because they're forgettable or anything. They're really, really good. I don't. Okay, that's the thing. It's not about the names. It's about the fact that on YouTube, if you write a big ass title and then you have your name is also really big, and then it's all together, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm just gonna watch you.
Yeah, Indian comics don't know how to put titles on their videos. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, okay, that's a fair opinion.
And
then
that doesn't
following
answer his
up,
question.
yeah. But then question number 3 is which Pakistani comics are worth checking out? This is your time.
Swineryy.
Yeah.
Pakistani stand-up. Wow. I feel this pressure to name everybody that I know, but also if I'm being super honest, I feel like if I have to be like, okay, guys, you have to check this guy out. I think JD is funny. I really like whenever I've watched it. You guys know him, Junaid Malik, this stand-up comic. He doesn't really perform a lot, but I remember when he used to perform, I used to really love his stuff. And yeah, like I actually haven't been watching a lot of Pakistan. Like I haven't gone and watched stand up for even longer than perform. So,
Sarkhail, I think we should say Omar Ahmad, hai na?
I think Umar Ahmad ka banta hi hai.
Yeah, Omar Ahmad.
I was waiting for it. I mean, मैंने कहा शायद याद आ ही जाएगा इसको, but
Yeah.
she's quite forgetful.
Yeah.
Umar Ahmad, guys, Umar Ahmad is really funny. Even though we recently, there's some tea there because we had a little bit of a fight. But Yeah. I don't know hot feelings, even though I completely disagree with him and think he's absolutely mental. But like the thing is that he's really good at stand up, and I think he's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Umar Ahmed, JD, those are my top reps
Sahil,
in terms of how.
so Umar Ahmad जो है ना, he's a huge Irfan Juneja fan. And then, you know, Irfan Juneja की videos में there's that guy, Amir Bhagat, Irfan Juneja ka friend. So when we went to Karachi, we recorded the podcast at Amir's place. So, and Umar is
Oh, I
Irfan's,
remember that.
yeah,
I remember
he's
this.
Irfan's fan, but he's like really awkward about it. And I'm sure he'll enjoy me putting this on the podcast. So maybe I'll cut this. Khair. Um, so what happened was Irfan was there, and I was like, Umar's told me that there have been points where he's at Amir's house and Irfan is coming, and Umar leaves because he's
Umar
like,
knows Amir?
yeah, they're like friends, like
Okay.
OG Asal my friends.
Okay.
And there have been times where Irfan Junaid has been coming and Umar just leaves his place so that he doesn't have to meet him because he's just like super awkward about it. Yeah. So what we did was जाते ही ना मैं सब कुछ हो गया podcast record कर लिया. I told Irfan, bro, जरा उमर अहमद को voice note तो भेजो के you know, I'm a big fan of yours. Umar की blast हो गई. He's like, what the fuck? And then Panchini was like, Assalamu alaikum, Umar, मुझे पता है आप बहुत बड़े fan हैं. ये वो. Yeah.
Can you send me the voice notes? I can just send it to Umar randomly.
Okay, I'll look for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Janzeb has a fourth question. Has she considered doing a sort of animated series using her characters? I'd
Oh yeah.
pay for that, I think is what he's saying.
Oh my god, should I do it just for money?
Yeah, now you have to.
Yeah.
So I've always thought about that, and I have a really fun idea in my head. There's a lot of people who message me saying we should do it, and like they can, obviously I would need, I don't know shit about fucking technology, so I don't know how to. I need like animators and like all that kind of shit. But like I have the idea in my head, not actual episodes or anything, but I know what I want, and I know which characters I want. Okay, should I just tell you the whole fucking thing?
I mean,
No.
if you can.
Maybe we don't have to put it in because when I make it, I don't want it to be
Okay.
already known. But I can see you guys.
Cut.
And now you can tell us.
Wait. At least say cut again.
Oh, wait. Cut.
तकलीफ असल इस बात की है कि हम तो समझे हम गलत ये समझे कि पॉडकास्ट का बुलावा हमारे लिए है कि हम किसी अहम मौजू पे गुफ्तगू करें और अपनी राय जाहिर करें जैसे कि जुलेखा की खुशबुओं के बारे में ज़रा एक एनालिसिस ड्रा कर ले मगर यहाँ तो हमारा गति ही नहीं ख़त्म हो रही.
And we're back. So
that was out of sync, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
The stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Stick around, do some few more shit.
Acha, and Bilal. Oh, I love this guy. He sent in a question before as well. The same guy with the handle. His name is Bilal, but his handle's Blal.
Wow.
Okay, one thing about usernames that I don't get, like sometimes people follow me and the username will be like this is Jalal. Okay, that's the username. And it's like, dude, what do you mean? If you just put Jalal there, I think we would assume if you're on your page that this is fucking Jalal. You know, like who else would it
there is
be?
this annoying thing that even Pakistani bands used to do, like Jal the band. Like what?
Bro,
was
what-
it?
Call the band.
पानी की company थी. क्या?
Phone karo unko. Did bands do this themselves or was it the music channel?
I don't know. They had websites.
I
Another
would
thing,
think.
another thing is when like non-public people who are not even trying to be in the industry, they write like Aisha Nizam official, but it's
Official.
but dude, like you're not even trying, you're not even in the field, like you're just a person, like how much validation, like you know what I mean? Official, like what? Yeah, you're a fucking official, you're a human being.
Also
Like-
the real. The real Ali. इस तरह भी लिखते हैं.
But
आयशा निजाम कौन है bro? ये तो check करेंगे
yeah,
पहले.
Aisha Nizam is someone in real life who she
No,
hates.
I totally made that up. Oh my god, I made that up. But also I feel bad now because a lot of people have.
Yeah. All Jalals and Aisha Nizams can fuck off. As far as I'm concerned.
See, I really tried hard with the names because I know. I mean, I'm guessing. Actually, I picked Aisha. That's like a really common name.
Yeah, and there are like
Only a billion
so
Aisha
many
officials or
Aisha
like.
Nizams. I'm on Instagram and there's so many.
And quite a few officials also.
Acha, Blal has a question.
Maybe they mean like official, like. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's an officer. Never mind.
Yeah.
What was that, Rizwan? What was that? What'd you do with that? What was that? What the fuck was that? No, wait. Can we stop? I just wanna see him do that again.
No, okay, listen to me. If
I
anyone's
just
gonna
no.
question me, it's gonna be the other two. It's gonna be the other you scissors, okay? That you do with your fucking directorship.
I'm questioning Rizwan. I'm not questioning you. I'm questioning Rizwan. He did some stupid shit.
Really?
There was a ring. It's official. Oh,
That's not how you did it. That's how you...
Oh, motherfucker. That's.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what I said.
Oh,
good,
yeah.
good.
I'm sorry, I wasn't focusing on what you said. You can say it now, though.
I wasn't listening.
This is by far the most disrespectful interview.
Look, we're coming to Karachi, so if you want to like wear a mask and show up, we can do this live also.
What do you mean by we?
I'm not.
I'm not.
Rizwan, tum Karachi mein
So only he's coming. We.
I use
He
we
thinks
like
he's this entire podcast.
the
You guys
royal
only exist.
sense.
This is his
हम
podcast.
are.
We are coming.
हाँ हम आ रहे हैं
हम official आ रहे हैं.
हम official. But yeah, I thought Sarkhail's scissors would be the stupidest thing in this episode, but Rizwan's ring is like, wow.
But
I
it's just
didn't
Rizwan.
even understand what it was. I thought maybe his ungliyaँ कट गई. Was it a magic trick or what? But khair, it's official.
Scissors, by the way, just letting you know.
Bilal has a question. Bilal.
He's just doing the ring thing because he's obsessed with weddings and photography, and that's all he sees.
Oh my god! Yeah, I think that's yeah.
No, that's not actually why you did it. You just did it because you're stupid. Don't try using my.
Yo, what? I always thought whenever we did a podcast with Swineryy, I'd be the first person she'd call stupid, but I'm not. I feel so happy about this.
Actually, I called you stupid like.
Nah. No one heard that. This is the one. Sorry.
Mute कर देंगे हम उसको.
Cut कर देंगे.
अच्छा बिलाल का सवाल तो सुन लो. बिलाल का सवाल is very serious. बिलाल का सवाल is ask Swineryy, which I'm doing, if she worries that at some point her videos will get boring. Does she see her content evolving in some way in the future? बताओ भाई this shit about
हाँ, never happy, right? मतलब जो तुम अभी कर रही हो वो सही नहीं है. इसके अलावा क्या करना है जिंदगी में? Go fuck yourself, Bilal.
Bilal, man, like.
Bilal.
Do I ever worry that I'll get boring? I mean.
Say no.
Would I even know?
Bilal, masla ye hai, Bilal, you're boring. Okay.
Oh my god.
Or
yeah, change your news.
Wait.
Bilal, just make it.
Sarkhail, किससे बात कर रहे हो? किससे बात कर रहे हो Sarkhail?
My wife.
My wife. अच्छा.
I feel like Desis can't say my, right? They always say ma, right?
My life.
It's like my wife. You know what I mean? It's like, how are you suddenly like, not you, but just, I was using your sentence as an example.
Rizwan, do you agree as the official expert on weddings? Oh, mute करके खास रहा है.
Yeah, I care about you guys. Yeah.
He was just called stupid. He's trying to show he's smart now.
Are you coughing? Are you muting the cough so that we don't get your cough?
Yeah, that's why he's doing it. Because एक दफा he coughed and then Sarkhail got pneumonia. By the way, people who were messaged and asked how Sergio gets that much volume on his hair. Sergio, good tips and tricks.
I just have no volume here, so if you remove the volume here, you get it up here.
Nice. I knew it would be a mistake to ask this question. So yes, Miner, do you think that your content will get monotonous, boring after a while? Do you think there's going to be any
Well, I guess
change?
I feel like everyone who makes any kind of content like hopes that would not happen. But it's like I don't know. I mean, I guess that's also why I don't make videos all the time because I don't want it to be just never ending same shit, right? So it's like yeah, I guess I hope I don't get boring. I think that everything reaches a point though where it's you need to do other things. I mean, I also did things before Swineryy that kind of led to Swineryy, right? So I'm sure that I'll be able to do things that would lead to something else. Why is that funny? Is everyone okay? But so yeah, I hope I don't get boring. And the second part was, what am I doing next?
Yeah, do you
I
have
don't know.
any idea of like what
As
you're
as long as you have us, you won't get boring. This is a guarantee for sure.
Yeah. As long as
Mm.
we are the fans,
Mm.
तुम्हारा चलता रहेगा career.
Sure, that's really reassuring.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
Okay. I think that's is that it? Is that all the questions? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I
Seems
feel
to
like I
be.
answered none though, because I feel like I did not answer a single question in the sense that we just talked about some other shit. You just read the
Yeah.
questions and we talked as normal, like
Yeah. People can
like,
say they felt heard, not answered, but
people should have asked better questions.
wow.
Yeah.
and also this is life, dude. This is real life. Like
This
no
is
one's gonna control your
this is the
shit, man. You
streets.
can't just ask things. Do you think this can happen in life where you just enter your question into a portal and get all the fucking answers from life?
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
So full of shit.
How it should work. It's not that easy when you shouldn't have assumed that your question would be just be answered. Like
I
who do you
mean,
think you are?
we said send questions and we'll ask them, and you thought they'd be answered.
Yeah, but this is what life
Yeah.
does. And it tells you that yeah, you're gonna get everything. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't know
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
So,
Reality checks with Swineryy. Um, any weird shit that happened since we've last spoken? Like weird people recognizing you, making things weird messages that you've gotten.
um,
Any gin stories?
it has gin stories.
Oh,
No,
Rizwan की video बंद हो गई.
Taking a break.
that is my gin
Oh,
story.
Rizwan's taking a break from video. What?
A heads
Wow.
up would have been nice.
Yeah.
I guess is he blal and he thinks I'm boring now? Is that what's up?
You just called him stupid too much.
Oh, he's back, but he's on the other side of the screen. What the fuck? I thought he'd come back or else the दाढ़ी हो गई.
Flash or something?
Oh.
Oh my god, you know what would not work if you guys like pre-recorded videos and then he disappeared and then you guys didn't film the rest of it for a while and then he came back but he didn't look the same because then he wouldn't be. Oh, okay.
और किसकी बिल्ली है?
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Carry on.
So that's what he looked like last week.
Yeah.
And
Kind of.
yeah, now we're here.
Yeah. Oh man. Life is weird.
Yeah, give the cat back.
That was really funny, was
Yeah, sorry, Swineryy, you were telling us stories.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. This whole thing has seemed like like I don't know what the hell did we talk about. Shit.
You're like, has anything weird happened everywhere that you would like to talk about? Yeah, I mean, the people always ask me to make like if they know who I am and they see me somewhere and they know me from like the past life from I haven't seen them since Swineryy happened. They always request stuff like, can you please make a video for this person and that person? And then recently somebody
You know what you
said
should
that
do?
asked me. Yeah.
I have a money making opportunity for you. Stolen from Nasir Khan Jan, but you should send people.
Oh yeah, I
Have
should get paid
they,
for the video.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The punches are
People
per
I
video.
think we talked about this in the last podcast
Oh, we did.
with her. Yeah.
really.
Sure.
इसको तो याद नहीं होगा obviously.
Which is it could be because even when right now when Ali said, did anything weird happen from since the last podcast? And I was like, wait, I don't even remember the last podcast. I'm not gonna know if something weird happened between then
Yeah.
and now. But I mean, I remember the podcast, but I don't know what all shit I said in that.
Yeah. No, we don't either.
Also, that's the thing with. Yeah, actually, never mind.
Great. It's these sentences that I appreciate so much that
By the way,
go
I
nowhere.
have a real problem. Yeah, I have a real problem. Like some of my friends, yeah, like basically my sentences don't finish
Yeah.
at the
It's
like they just
suspended
they
sentences.
just
Yeah, that's great.
just it's incomplete. And then the next one starts.
So is there like, do you need like any tips from us or something about like, your future
It's
career or something?
yeah, I mean, tell me how to go viral and shit, man.
Bro,
Oh.
100%.
when you find out, let us know, okay?
Yeah,
I want to know
I
how you
had
got your massive amount of followers.
What, 14
Yo,
replies on a question? That's not
Yeah,
massive.
14 replies on a question. You had a thing where you had this list of like resolutions or whatever that you made on January 1st, 2019.
Oh yeah.
So, how many of those did you keep? And then have you made a new list for 2020 and do you want to talk about what that list
Can
is?
you just remind me of what was on the list? If you remember.
It's your list.
So she didn't keep any of them, I guess.
Wait, no,
Literally,
I know what it was. It was let me just check on my phone really quick. But it
Right.
said it said I know it said be more assertive and
How's that
I
working?
think okay, I'm definitely not assertive, but I feel like, I stood my ground in a lot of tricky situations this past year and I felt like I feel good about that one. I think I didn't do that bad. I think I pretty much did everything on the list.
Nice.
But then again, I don't remember the list. So
Yeah, but there's no point in the resolutions because what are you doing to prepare for World War III?
Yeah, ye bhi hai.
Yeah. I'm just amazed that World War III can even happen right now. It's so stupid because I feel like, when it's like as if a family was about to die because of natural causes, but then they're still fighting about what happened on like Christmas dinner. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like this family is about to die because of like a flood, right? But they're fighting in that moment about like Christmas. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
global warming. This is about global warming. Okay.
No, what I mean is that's that's what I feel like. That's how I feel about World War III. I feel like you realize that we are physically dying, right? And like your fucking airstrikes are just not relevant. You know what I mean? They're not okay to
Yeah.
begin with, but right now they're like definitely not.
Like, what she's trying to say is someone should go to Trump and be like, "Abhi koi time hai."
Yeah.
You know that tweet that says ISIS, just stop it. Just stop it, ISIS.
Nice.
But this is not true though. It's like, how are these things like in their day when they talk about this shit in their daily, like on the daily, right? When the guy's like, "Acha yaar, fucking impeachment," or "Fuck man, like impeachment," or whatever, right? But then it's like, dude, impeachment is not gonna matter when we get like burnt alive because of lava that it's erupting from the fucking soil And your fucking amendments of the world are not gonna fucking matter. Do you understand that?
सही बात है.
Okay,
Yeah, that
cool.
is true.
You know,
Very deep.
the
Very deep.
entire earth, you should be working right now to make sure that we can even fucking live. You know, so this
Do
shit
we
I think could
really
be.
want to? I don't know.
I'm not saying don't do World War III. I'm saying
I'm not saying don't.
keep it.
Yeah, do it in a couple of days. एक
Do it
दो दिनों
less.
बाद कर लो.
Just
मौके
hold
की
it, you know, just
मुनासिबत
fucking
भी
hold
होती
it,
है.
man.
Do it quite.
Just put it on the side. You wouldn't just put our differences aside for one fucking second. Just our different World War III. And
It's
like
like
World
that.
War, it's like the world is already at war with you, stupid. And then, you know, and you're already at war with the world. So why are you also on the world fighting?
This is
You
so
know,
great.
you
Yeah.
want to Earth, but then also fight with the countries. That makes no sense. Your country is doing a lot to preserve this fucking.
So Swineryy,
What? Sorry.
where do you get your stuff?
This whole thing can be summarized by that Indian comic guy who says, सुबह उठ के तो देखो, अम्मी मुझे कैंसर है, बेटा सुबह उठ के तो देखो. Fuck.
Oh God.
Chalo, I guess that's as optimistic a note to end on as any.
Yeah, we're all gonna die, or
There's no
hopefully
point to anything.
soon. Hopefully
I
soon.
think I should say some nice things now, like because I think
Oh, right,
got
right.
really.
Yeah, because people might think you're a bad person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel Swineryy is a good person. I don't know. There are good vibes. Acha scene hai. Yeah, bro.
I just remembered that I think I said I'm not saying don't do World War III.
That's great.
That's good. That's perfect.
I'm not saying don't kill everyone, but
Yeah.
like
Tone
schedule
it down.
schedule.
Holy shit! What if I get you shit?
This is great parenting, you know, where you don't have to tell your kid not to do it because he
Yeah.
will definitely do it. So then you tell him, I'm not saying don't do it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy that you
Oh,
noticed that
God.
crazy pattern.
Okay, so I think
I wanted to say some positive things, like that
Do World War IV instead.
basically. No, like I think I don't know. I just feel like yeah. I guess I just want to change my tone of voice so that it doesn't sound all dark and like fucking insane like before. I'm normal.
Yeah.
Normal person.
Anyone who has to say that is completely normal.
We're gonna end on that note where I am completely normal and completely fine and not absolutely mental.
Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Okay, I think that's the end of the episode. I guess like, share, subscribe, whatever.
Before World War III
I'm
happens.
sorry for not answering anyone's question.
Yeah. She's Swineryy with two Y's. 2 or 3? 2.
It's too excuse.
Yeah, don't even. ये भी नहीं पता लोगों को. Yeah. Anyway,
Wait,
Why is this?
I want to say that before World War III happens, I'd really appreciate it if people just like my Aston photos because I just don't want to die with very less likes. I like to die with a little bit more likes.
Yeah. Sarkhel's Instagram is Sarkhel 7. I'm at the Mahal Upper.
Why 7?
We don't have time for this. Rizwan Pelwan, Sarkhel 7 Khan, TBR Pod group account, follow everywhere. Thanks for sending in the questions. We didn't answer them, but you sent them, which was nice. And
कुछ और करने को नहीं है ना किसी के पास.
Yep. Fuck you for sending in the questions. Okay. Thanks everyone. We're going to stop recording now. Thanks for coming, Swineryy.
Thank you.
Oi yes, I suppose I did display a certain level of entitlement, and I suppose it's not my place to be hurt or offended, really, by the fact that I was asked 0 questions of any sort, not even a where have you been or who are you? I guess they just don't care about me here in Class 2 in Pakistan, but it's not so bad being in the background, you get a good seat to watch everybody else.